Welcome back. In the last video, we learned about variables and how to store data in them. We type the data in ourselves, but sometimes we want the user to input some data instead. We can use variables to store our user's input. Luckily, Python makes that pretty easy for us. Let's keep working with this greeting example we used in the last video. Instead of typing in our own name, let's have the user input their name instead. We can keep the same variable name, but let's get rid of everything on the right here. Instead, we're going to type input with some parentheses. Now, this is technically enough. If we run this, we'll be able to have the user type in their name. However, it's going to be pretty confusing. We need some way to tell the user that they should type their name in at this point in the program. To do that, we're going to type some text in right here inside these parentheses. It'll print out to the console or right before the program stops and waits for the user to input their data. So let's type a simple prompt here. Let's do please enter your name and leave a space after. All right, let's run this, see how it works. So as you can see, the program stopped after printing out that prompt and is waiting for me. So let's throw my name in there. And once I type my name in and press enter, it'll run the rest of the program. And as you can see, it says, hello, Rodrigo. Goodbye, Rodrigo. Let's run that again, type something else in. Maybe I'm John this time. So as you can see, I didn't change anything about the program. All I did was type something different and the output was different. All right. So similarly, we can have the user enter their last name and update the variable to include both names. So let's replace this text here with an input prompt instead of typing it in ourselves. And let's make our prompt, please enter your last name with a space. And it works just like if we had typed the text in ourselves. This whole part here, this whole part gets replaced with whatever text your user types in. So let's run this, see how it works. Here, just to demonstrate, I'll type something in, first name, and then it asks me for my last name, do last name. So as you can see, the first name and last name were recorded correctly, but there's no space in between them. So we're going to have to go in and add that ourselves. Right before the input, we can add another plus sign in between and add space. And just like we did inside the print prompt or the print command, we can do as many plus signs as we want here. It's going to replace, or it's going to take all of this and save it into this variable right here. So let's try that again. First name, last name. There we go. There's a space in there this time. All right, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover. In the next video, we'll start learning more ways that we can use variables.